The Avalon's vanguard.
My word, the BPG are quite the tenacious bunch. I literally had to walk on eggshells just to make it to the station. If only I can get on, before I'm discovered. I'm going to be healed no matter what it takes.
Greetings. Welcome to the Valtoria train station. Please display your tickets in order to be permitted entry on the train.
Yes, perfect timing and not a moment to waste. I have my admission ticket right here, electronic train conductor.
Well, I deeply admire your enthusiasm, my lady. Please, ride this way and enjoy the rest of your trip.
Finally, at long last. I can finally catch my breath knowing that Phase 1 has already been completed. Now, I just need to come up with a way to get those new heroes in Esteban to help me in this situation. They seem pretty competent and down to earth. If they can defeat the hero slayers, I'm sure the BPG will be no problem for them. I'll just give them my puppy eyes and come up with a good enough story for them to believe me. Hopefully, they'll find it in their hearts to aid a poor, defenseless damsel like myself.
Just who is this young lady? Is she friend or foe?
And so, a completely new person made it her primary mission to travel to Esteban in order to seek aid from the new heroes that rose in action against both the hero slayers and the Lord of the Undead Anti-Spur. I mean, I heard word travels fast around these parts, but we weren't expecting someone from a completely different country to personally seek us out of all the other hero groups out there roaming the world. I'm quite curious, what made us so special to help her in her condition? I mean, perhaps we were that superhero duo, both me and Fidelia. Well, I guess we're about to find out. I want to see what she's about.
It was another slow day at the Angla until this happened.
Yeah. I appreciate the peace and all, but Esteban has practically become a ghost town in terms of missions ever since we took down Anti-Spur and Hero Slayers. Well, you know what they say, can't have too much peace. Or maybe I spoke too soon. Yes, come in.
Hello and good afternoon, Mage Hero. I just came by to ask if there were any guild assignments that need to be taken care of. Things have been rather quiet these past few days and I'd like to put my training into good use.
Kaido, what's happening, sport? How could we forget your contributions to helping us back when those zombies surrounded us in the stadium? Ah, yes. Good times. Good times. But to answer your question, everything has been slow these past few days. To be frank, I myself have been getting rather listless ever since Violet called Fidelia to help with political matters while they're away.
Elsewhere.
I bet those two are having the time of their lives without us. I swear, some people just have all the luck.
That's highly unlikely, sir.
But yes, the mission box has been running on empty, so believe me when I say that the first sign of a mission, you'll be the first to know, Kaido. Yes, come in?
Greetings. Is this the ENGA? I'm looking for heroes to assist me on a mission. My name is Bella Morse. It's a pleasure to meet you both.
Well, Kaido. It seems to me you've gotten your wish granted. Welcome to the Inga, Miss Bella Morse. What can we do for you? Kaido was completely blown away by this pure innocent looking damsel that appeared in the office room that day. I mean, who could blame her? I mean, with a pure look like that, I mean, anyone would help her. However, that wasn't the case when she removed those gloves from her hands to reveal her shocking aging condition on them. But to make matters worse, it was like she had this power where everything she touched turned to mold. And she said this was the result of a certain witch who cast a spell on her, like in those fairy tales and whatnot. We listened, and it was quite the jarring story. I mean, like, she really got on our heartstrings like that, and I just wanted to hear more from us, especially Kaido.
So with that being said, I'd like to hear your thoughts on this situation and perhaps if there's anything you all can do to help me. After seeing your worldwide success in defeating Anti-Spur and the Hero Slayers, I figured your group would be perfect for helping me break this curse.
I agree, it's quite a strange condition you're stuck with. However, I don't think it's a curse.
Really? I'm a bit taken aback. How can having the reverse Midas touch not be a curse? Without these gloves I wear, everything I touch literally turns to mold. If not mold, things break, rot, corrode or fall apart. This witch has utterly ruined my life with this condition and I'm desperate for answers. Tell me, Mage Hero, isn't your partner Fidelia the expert in these kinds of situations?
Look, Miss Bella, sweetheart, my heart literally bleeds for both you and your condition. I just feel that there's something off.
I'm sorry, but what do you mean by off?
I'm just saying that even though Fidelia is not here right now, I've studied enough about certain blessings, curses, and other magical arts to differentiate between certain categories.
Really?
Usually curses are infused with dark energy, yet your condition, as terrible as it is of a completely different caliber. There's no traces of detectable dark energy attached to your hands, which is rather odd. Moreover, what's your relationship with this witch you speak of? I honestly can't think of any rational reason why such a person would cast such a unique spell on you.
Well, can any of us fathom why people do such evil things across this world?
Fair point.
Don't you see, Justin? This mission is exactly what the doctor ordered. I'd like to put a stop to such an evil person who would curse this young lady. Besides, for all we know, this witch could be the only person who could undo the curse. So, we must find and stop her before it's too late.
My goodness. The first sign of a mission, you're already volunteering. Sure, why not? We'll give Miss Bella Morris here the benefit of the doubt. Just one more thing, where did you say we'd be heading?
Yes, we'll be heading to the country of Valtoria. It's a little ways north of here, but we should be there within a few hours if we go by train.
Valtoria, huh? Never been there. Let me just grab Ike if he's not busy, along with a few other things, and we should be on our way. I gotta hand it to you. Leave it to Kaido Blackwood to be the personal knight in shining armor for Miss Bella Morris to help her at like a damsel in distress. I mean, he had the strength and the moves and the skill to back it up. I mean, he was a professional martial artist fighter back in the Esteban tournament, and this is the perfect time for us to, you know, escape the mundane and just travel the world for a bit. I mean, like, we've never been to Valtoria, but it sounds like a promising place. I mean, it's better around sitting in an office doing absolutely nothing. I mean, if it's a way to beat the time, why not? I mean, especially with, we have the long distance admirers out here who want to, you know, see what the hero of Esteban are all about. I mean, who could blame them? I gladly show them what we're about. And so, we all took the next train to Valtoria and, you know, wanted to see what it's about. I mean, we brought Ike too, since he was available. I mean, usually would have grabbed Fidelia and Violet on this sort of mission, but we already said they were, unavailable at the moment. So, we're just gonna take a stroll, let's stroll for for the guys' night out or something. Let's go handle this situation with Miss Bellamore's. And within a few hours, we reached the enchanting meadows of Valtoria. Bellamore's did say that Valtoria is a land of the meadows, and we can clearly see how calm and serene this place is. What would leave me with any wonder as to why would be located in such a place, in a calm, serene place like this, and these were just the outskirts of Valtoria. The heart of it was absolutely breathtaking. It looked like a serene community filled with nothing but harmony. If resources were there, I'd definitely move there myself. So, this is Valtoria. It's quite a peaceful place. It's really hard to imagine there being an evil witch located in such a serene place as this. I could even argue that this is perhaps the most peaceful place in all of Zestria.
I'm very pleased that you admire Valtoria's serene atmosphere. However, there's one crucial detail you must be aware of. Here in Valtoria, looks can be very deceiving. What you see here is a false piece.
I'm sorry, what?
Is there even such a thing as false peace? Please, elaborate.
I say false peace because the vast majority of the inhabitants here in Valtoria have fallen victim to the witch's spell. In the people's eyes, the witch is practically a walking saint.
Such cruel witchcraft. What's this witch's name anyway?
She goes by the name, Lyra Noir. You can imagine how daunting it must feel to seek help from the people here, only for them all to ignore you completely.
Believe me, we all know that feeling all too well.
That's specifically the reason I seek your team out of all the other possible candidates. After you shared your testimony about how both you and Fidelia overcame the manipulation that John Doe enacted against your team by using JSA, I thought you and I were both kindred spirits. Like there was a special connection between us.
Whoa, slow down, sweetheart. I appreciate the sentiment, but we just met. Besides, I'm with Fidelia.
Right, sorry. I was getting a bit ahead of myself.
Look, it's alright. We just happen to know a thing or two about undercover manipulation tactics. We're just here to help you is all.
Thank you. You all have no idea how much this means to me.
That's why we're here, sweetheart. That's why we're here. And so, we three musketeers are out here. We're spending the next couple of hours trying to gather intel and trying to gather up information we can find this witch that is cursed Miss Bellamore's in over here in Valtoria. We were expecting your typical fine broom witch with the big nose, old, decrepit looking, and cooks up magical spells in a little black cauldron of hers. But I think we kind of miscalculated. We were heading nowhere until one surprise visitor came and redirected us to where we should be seeking. Check it out.
It's been a while, Velda. We haven't seen you since the tournament in Esteban. What brings you to these parts?
Likewise, Kaito. I've seen your moves and match-ups during the tournament and they were spectacular. I'm here on a personal mission to take care of an ancient threat located in these parts. I just need to find the right location and I'll be on my way.
Ancient threat? Are you talking about a monster located here somewhere?
Yes, precisely. Rumors have it that it's supposed to be sealed away in some hidden location, here in Valtoria. I just need to find, eliminate, and bring back the remnants of the creature in order to be compensated.
Well, I'm not one to judge. After all, we're here to remove a curse that a witch placed on an innocent girl. Have you seen any suspicious individuals in the area?
Goodness, that's very alarming. I don't know if this will help, but there's an old castle not too far from here. I asked a few of the locals about it and they said that it belongs to the saviors of this place. They call themselves the VPG, whatever that stands for. Valtorians say that this group won't be returning until sometime this evening. That group may or may not be the group you are looking for. But if they're the local heroes in these parts, they should be the first to know about a witch using spells to curse the innocent.
The VPG. That's about as good as a start as any to look for clues here. You've given us some valuable information, Velda. Thank you for helping us. Who knows? If we finish in time, we may help you on your monster hunting quest.
No problem at all. I look forward to our monster hunting team up.
And so, we all followed Velda's well-timed advice, and it led us directly to this out-of-place spooky castle that was located somewhere on the outskirts of the Valtoria town square. And yes, it definitely fit the description. When those people arrived, we definitely did see a striking individual that definitely did look like the witch that fit the description. She went by the name of, at least from the reports, by the name of Lyra Noir. Okay, or Lyra Noir. Yes. The piercings, the black wardrobe, eyeshadow, and colors and stuff like that, and the tattoos everywhere. Definitely did scream a witch. But a witch of what? A witch of seduction? A witch of spells? What? A witch of revenge, jealousy, envy? Who can say? But one thing is certain, we definitely need to put a stop to this individual and undo this curse that she placed on Miss Bella Moore's. And we geared ourselves up for any trickery or treachery or any type of deception that may ensue. I was quite intrigued, wondering how this will all play out. I guess we have no choice but to wait and see in a confrontation. So that's the witch who cursed you, Bella? I must say, she has quite the intimidating presence.
Intimidating is an understatement. Her magical prowess on a completely different level compared to other magical threats. One could only imagine what she'd do to other unfortunate individuals who trigger her.
Then, we're most fortunate that we arrived here when we did. I'm not going to allow you or anyone else to suffer because of Lyra's malevolence.
Same. The less evil witches we have to deal with, the better.
We need to take cover. Someone else is coming.
Strange. I thought I heard voices back here. It must be my imagination, it seems.
Phew, we were nearly discovered just now. Bella, sweetheart, the three of us will find a way to both infiltrate the castle and confront Lyra and her henchmen. Can we trust you to hide somewhere safe once we're finished?
Yes. Please notify me once the coast is clear.
And so, the three heroes plot their next move against this sinister witch and her goons.
Just by looking at her, we knew for a fact this Lyra Noir girl was not to be trifled with. She had the look that curse and sabotage people just for the laughs and giggles of it. So that's why the three of us had to be extra cautious when it came to infiltrating the VPG's hideout. Need to wonder what does that stand for. Well, I guess we'll find out soon enough.
This doesn't make any sense, Pike. Where on earth could Bella have gone in such a short time? How could you have let her escape with all your skills and experience?
Please, Lyra, it was an accident. I dozed off for just a few moments, then the next thing I knew she was gone. If I remember correctly, Bella gave me a sandwich and a cup of some extra fizzy soda. Then after I finished eating, I somehow fell asleep out of nowhere.
Wait. Extra fizzy soda?
It's true, Lady Lyra. We searched her room and found a bag of tasteless sleeping agents underneath her bed. I knew Bella was desperate, but I never would have imagined she'd resort to drugging Pike in order to escape.
I swear, that child is just as ruthless and mischievous as they come. We'll need to come up with a way to discover Bella's whereabouts.
Hold on, wait, her room? Were they keeping Bella here as a prisoner before she drugged that big guy and escaped? That's beyond crazy.
That noise. Is there someone else here?
I have no idea, but I'm going to find out who it is this time.
What's wrong with you two? You just gave away our position.
It wasn't me. Kato knocked over something while he was sneaking around.
Yes, I'm afraid it was me.
Hey, what are you three doing here?
Goodness, how can someone so huge move so fast?
Okay, so now suddenly this huge guy is defying all laws of physics. I mean, there is no physical way how someone that huge can move around so fast like a real-life superhero. Even Kaito, with his years of training in martial arts, couldn't even land a single blow on this guy. It's like how on earth can someone that huge have such blinding superhuman speed? It's like something you just don't see it. You know, like it just. But some things you just can't explain. Even Kaito was a bit weird. It was even to the point where he outran him so much that Kaito himself just tired himself out without the big guy having to even do a thing. I mean, and if that wasn't bad enough, the petite girl that was with this big superhero type guy, she was fighting Ike, the Silver Knight, the Silver Guardian. And at first he was going easy on her, but however, her super strength and endurance began to push Ike to the receiving end, and before I turned around, Ike was already on the floor unconscious. And this petite girl was this superhero move on her one punch. I tried to fight and defend myself against them and try to help my team out, but the next thing you know, every magic spell I was using was being drained by this short bearded dude behind us. It's like a country bumpkin. It's like no matter what magic I used, he kept draining and sucking all the essence into his force field magic, whatever he was using. I don't know, what was he, a psychic, an Asper? The next thing I knew, I was driven down to my knees. And I was being drained of my energy. And before I knew it, things just turned black. Was this really the end of us? I mean, like, I had never been so overwhelmed by such random heroes or goons, whatever you call it, before in my life. And that was after the Hero Slayers event. After I was all said and done, so next thing you know, we all woke up, and then there was this huge guy that seemed to be a priest or a monk that came looking over us, watching over us with concern. I was so curious about what was happening. Hold on, wait, where am I? And who are you?
Greetings, gentlemen. I see you are all finally awake. My name is Gideon Goliath Gray. I'm the healer of the VPG.
You healed us? Thank you, but why?
Well, for starters, I detest violence of any kind. I truly believe all conflicts can and should be solved peacefully. Also, I believe you three can help us in our search for Bella Moores.
I swear, nothing has made sense ever since that girl entered our lives. I've always had my doubts about her, but against my better judgment, I still gave her the benefit of the doubt. Well, since you did heal us, what do you want to know? My name is Justin, and Bella hired our team for a mission to confront the witch who cursed her. We were told that it was Lyra Noir who did it. However, after all this, I think that's highly unlikely. Was there something I missed?
It's nothing, Justin. It's Bella and her deceptive shenanigans again. It's always the innocent looking ones in these parts.
Okay, so can you kindly tell us what's really going on between Bella and Lyra?
Of course, Bella is just the younger sister of Lady Lyra. Ever since their powers awakened, Bella has always coveted Lyra's saintly powers.
What a shocking revelation.
Yes, it was a shocking revelation indeed. I can't believe after all this time, Bella played us for saps. Here we are trying to help her, and yet she's sending us on a wild goose chase to be a distraction for whatever kind of scheme she's trying to pull off. And then Gideon took us back upstairs for us to be reintroduced to Lyra Noir. And then when I think about it, without all the distractions, I did see a radiant glory light, holy light coming from her essence. It was actually quite pure. That's why I said we know we had to set things right.
Hello, I'm glad to see that the three of you have recovered. Gideon told me that you three were misinformed by Bella that I was the witch who cursed her.
Yeah, that was pretty dumb of us to assume so in hindsight. We heroes always have to give our clients the benefit of the doubt. It's our motive to ensure that the client is innocent until proven guilty. However, from what we've seen, that isn't always the case. We deeply apologize for assuming things, plus breaking and entering without permission. Plus, Gideon even healed us afterwards. We can't thank you all enough for that too.
It's quite alright, we're used to this sort of thing by now. Bella has often tried recruiting new people to turn against us, but to no avail. I honestly can't blame you all for being misled, especially after looking at my appearance. We occasionally find ourselves being misunderstood by others at some point or another. It comes with the territory of being a member of the Valtorian Paradoxical Guards.
So, that's what the VBG stands for, I see.
But what I don't understand is what would cause Bella to travel to another country by train to recruit your team to battle with us.
Bella kept talking about wanting to be healed of her condition, claiming it was a curse caused by you. But I told her back then that her condition didn't fit the criteria for being a curse due to the lack of dark energy attached to it.
You're absolutely right. Bella's condition isn't a curse, but rather a reflection of the inner turmoil she harbors within her heart. Both Gideon and myself have tried multiple times to heal Bella's condition, only for the reverse Midas touch to return shortly afterwards. First, it was for a few days that Bella was normal, then with each heal her condition returned even quicker than the last time. It was to the point that our healing had no effect on her.
It's just a hunch, but could the expedited return of Bella's condition have been the result of her growing resentment toward you?
How can that be? She was the golden child who got everything she wanted. Despite that, Bella's happiness was my prime concern. If she gets rid of the darkness lurking in her heart, she could even be an even greater healer than I myself.
You said the answer right there, sweetheart. The only problem is people are full of pride and refuse to heal or do the inner work and just want shortcuts. Then when they can't get what they want, they lash out and accuse others of being the bad guy. It all makes so much sense now.
I agree, it all makes sense now. Please, is Bella with you right now? We've got to put an end to this malicious game she's playing.
If I remember correctly, we told her to wait outside until we finished dealing with you all. Probably wasn't the best choice in hindsight.
No, it wasn't.
Elsewhere in an unknown location, this happened.
Finally, at last, the final phase of my plan is about to take center stage. I knew those three stooges would be the perfect distraction to hold off the VPG long enough for me to get my wish granted. A flawless plan, if I say so myself.
So this was Bella's true motive after all. She used us as a distraction for her to enter this mysterious cave that housed a blue giant or malevolent entity sealed away in a crystalline prison that is, at least we assume, supposed to help her with her condition. I assume a Faustian bargain is about to take place.
I'm awake? How is this possible? Where's the rest of my tribesmen? How long have I been sealed away?
Greetings, Jinn. It was I who awakened you from your eternal slumber. If I remember correctly, your kind have an obligation to grant wishes to those who've helped you.
Yes, we do. However, that all depends on the wish being granted.
Now, there's no need for such a solemn look. It's nothing difficult for someone of your caliber. I just need you to heal me of my condition.
Your condition?
It's the reverse Midas touch I'm stuck with. These hands break, rot, or corrode everything they touch. That's how I was able to release you from your crystalline prison. Please, I'll do whatever it takes to be free of this condition. If you can't help me, there's nothing more I can do.
Whatever it takes, you say?
Yes, I'm completely desperate at this point.
Very well. Are you willing to pay the price for your healing, dear desperate child?
Yes, anything.
Then by all means, let's shake on our little agreement, shall we?
Gah.
Elsewhere.
There are screams coming from that cave up ahead. I'd better go warn the others.
Bella has no idea of the ancient evil she just unleashed upon this earth. Valtoria is in grave danger, and Velda races to the castle to seek the help from the heroes that she so desperately needs to help quell this situation. Here we go again.
Tell me, Gideon, were your Esper abilities able to detect Bella's whereabouts?
Well, according to my vision, I sense that Bella goes in that sealed cavern.
Sealed cavern? That's where our powers first awakened. What's Bella doing there?
I ain't for certain, but there's a lot we haven't discovered in that place. Looking back, Bella always demanded to go there for some reason. I reckon she knew something about that place the rest of us didn't.
That can't be Bella.
Yes, come on in.
I apologize for intruding. I believe I found this Bella girl you are looking for. She entered deep into the sealed-off cavern and somehow merged with the ancient monster I was sent here to exterminate.
I'm sorry. This is just so much to take in. You're saying that my sister, Bella, fused with some kind of ancient monster you're looking for. What is it exactly?
It goes by many names. Some call it a jinn, while others think they're dark elves. Regardless, these malevolent creatures are infamous for their Faustian bargains and make deals where humans lose far more than what they gain from working with these creatures. People like Bella are essentially making a deal with the devil, so to speak.
Bella must think this creature is an Arabian genie that's supposed to grant her wish for healing. We've got to stop her.
I agree. Let me join too. This sounds like a spiritual battle at work more so than a physical one. Despite her deception, Bella is still my client for this mission.
Yes, please. We'll need all the help we can get from you, Gideon and Gideon as well.
Yes, glad to be of service. Just one more thing, Jebediah, was it? May I have back the rest of my spiritual energy that you drained from me during our fight? That was quite the unexpected move. Oops, gee, that was my mistake. Here you go. Thanks, I'm back in action, yeah! And so, without further delay, Lady Velda took us to the crystal cave where all this transpired concerning Bella and this djinn that she was speaking of. And when we all got to her, she didn't look anything like the Bella we all once knew. This is absolutely crazy.
My goodness, we're too late.
Wait a minute. I know that scent anywhere. I can smell Wolfjäger blood from a mile away.
I'm sorry, you know about the Wolfjäger bloodline.
How could I not? It was your ancestral mother who banished and sealed me away in this crystal cave when your kind took control of the Northern Heights region. It's quite a daunting revelation to see that even in this modern world the Wolfjäger blood still lives on to this day. But, not for long. This naive vessel will be the perfect catalyst to enact my plan for world domination and to reclaim our place as the rulers of the Northern Heights region once more.
Enough of this. I don't know or care who you are. Leave my sister's body this instant.
Well, if it isn't the saint dressed in black making a striking appearance to the scene. I must say, I'm actually surprised my plans to be released from my crystalline prison were finally actualized.
What are you saying, you fiend?
If you all have your powers, then you must have tampered with the reversal sphere in this cavern, a treasure of my people.
Wait. That strange, reflective sphere Bella found here in this cavern and accidentally broke was yours. But, how?
It's simple really. I crafted it as a key to aid my escape in my last moments prior to being trapped in magical crystal. This Bella Morse was the perfect candidate to aid my escape thanks to her growing jealousy over your saintly powers, Lyra.
So, it was you who cursed Bella from the beginning. You're beyond despicable.
Why, you're giving me too much credit. The reversal sphere only gave you all the opportunity to choose your path and it only enhanced your desire towards it. Bella's innate jealousy only fueled the reverse Midas touch she inherited from the sphere. You had a secret desire to help and heal those around you, and the sphere acted accordingly. In the end, you made your decision and Bella made hers. I removed her condition and now she's keeping the end of her deal by letting me use her body as my personal vessel.
Regardless, as her older sister, I refuse to let you keep her body. We're purging you, here and now.
Will you now?
Oh, no, it's that dreaded technique again.
Okay, evil mirror clones. Alright, so when did Velda actually have the time, place, and the energy to actually stand a chance against foes like this? I've never heard of anything like this. How? It's time to purge you. Ugh. Guess what? Still here. These mirror clones just keep responding. Velda, sweetheart, when did you deal with something like this before?
It was back during the Esteban invasion caused by Anti-Spur. When both you and Lady Violet went to the castle to stop the king's assassination, and I confidently left in a truck with Jack to lure away the king Drake from Esteban. I myself, along with Kaito and other Esteban fighters, remained in the stadium to deal with Nancy and both the zombies and her mirror clones.
Anti-Spur's orders are absolute. Dispose of them all.
No matter how many times we defeated them, the clones kept coming. That was until the strangest phenomenon took place. Wait, the mirror clones have all suddenly vanished.
There is an irresistible scent coming from that direction. Time to feast.
I'm so confused right now. Why are all the zombies suddenly eager to leave?
Now's not the time for questions. Just be glad they're all leaving.
Yeah, I think that was around the time those zombies left the stadium was in response to what took place between Rick and Anti-Spur when they fought outside. The zombies must have caught a scent of the Last Supper on them.
Regardless, we can't expect the same miracle to happen twice. We need to find a way to stop the puppet master behind these mirror clones. You're right, the same miracle won't happen twice. Now, we can fight without any interference. No, it's you again.
Okay, so things are making better sense now. I mean, considering Bella now looks slightly like Nancy during the time she was fighting against the other Esteban duelists with her crystallized magic mirror. Yeah, but that still didn't change the fact that we still had to deal with this menacing threats. That was until Petite Piper and the rest of the other VPG showed up to the scene and helped destroy the evil mirror clones, along with Thundergut Pike in his super speed. But even more amazing was Kaido doing insane amounts of skill with these miracles and fighting hordes of them single-handedly. Like, wow, when did he have the strength to do this? It was all the perfect opportunity for Velda to use her flame bow to distract the possessed Bella as a blinding light took place and surrounded her. That's when Lyra used her divine saint powers to pray to herself for Bella's deliverance, pray to the Most High for Bella's deliverance, and suddenly, that's when the evil entity was purged from Bella that moment.
No, not the dreaded light! You may have purged me from Bella, but mark my words, you will not enjoy your victory! Thanks to the deal we made, my influence shall leave an indelible mark on her body. The Bella Moors you once knew is lost to you all forever.
Such chilling words for someone's final moments. That's when we all noticed an unconscious Bella still in her elven state until Lyra did what she could to heal her.
Bella, you're finally awake. Thank goodness, you're still yourself on the inside.
Lyra, it's you. But what happened to the djinn? Why do I feel so often confused about something?
Don't worry about the djinn, it's been purged from your body and is gone for good. Your mind has definitely been set free from the djinn's influence. However, the same can't be said about your physical body. We all tried everything we could to restore you, but to no avail. I'm terribly sorry, Bella.
My physical body.
Bella took a glance at her reflection through the crystal stones and saw a complete stranger staring back at her.
No, I can't believe it. I'm stuck looking like this. This has got to be a terrible nightmare, it just has to be.
Please forgive me, Bella. I should have tried harder to restore your condition and worked tirelessly to find a way.
No, Lyra, you've apologized far too many times for my terrible behavior. It was stubbornness and jealousy that led me down this path and I paid the price for it. You gave me a clear instruction to do the inner work in myself for the healing I wanted, but I refused and tried to do things my way. I didn't want to heal, or see myself as the problem, and this is where it led me. The djinn brought the monster I truly was out into the surface, and now everyone can what I've become. I deeply apologize to both you Lyra and JSA for deceiving them. In all honesty Lyra, I wouldn't be surprised if you all never forgive me for the self-serving things I've done against you all.
Bella, of course I forgive you. You're my only sister and there's no one who can replace you. Whether you're a human or look like a dark elf is irrelevant, nothing will change that.
Same here, sweetheart. You were clearly in a desperate situation and were just hungry for a fast-paced solution.
I agree. We would have probably done the same thing if we were in your situation. So, we won't judge you for your actions.
Besides, I knew from the beginning that you were hurting and just wanted to be healed by any means necessary. I want to be here for you till you get through this new reality you are dealing with now. Although you physically changed, I sense that you also spiritually changed for the better. If anything, you now remind me of those legendary heroines in the fantasy movies I love to watch. I truly believe that you're remarkable, Bella.
Thank you, Kaito. I really needed that.
Yes, this is great. My wounds from earlier are healing now.
My goodness. Lady Lyra, Bella's finally done it. She now possesses the ability to heal with her hands now. This is a divine miracle.
I finally did it, sister. My hands are now able to heal. I never have to wear gloves again.
This is beautiful, Bella. We can finally heal people together as the saintly sisters at Valtoria. I waited so long for this day.
Okay, that truly was beautiful. The fact that Bella was finally able to unlock the Saint's healing touch, despite her current form, was a very, very noteworthy achievement, in so much that this only strengthened Kaito's resolve to remain by Bella's side even through thick and thin. Yep, that settles it. He was definitely going to stay behind with her in Valtoria while the rest of us moved on back to Esteban. It was a very emotional scene. However, before we left, Bella wanted to reward each and every one of us, including Bella, with bags of precious gems that are only found exclusively in the Valtorian mines. Well, I mean, I guess we can call this a mission accomplished. I mean, yeah. And Gideon and all the rest of the other VPG all said their goodbyes to us as we all part ways. Yep. Those are quite the wacky bunch of characters, and kind of writes with us from time to time. So, Velda saw us off, me and Ike, and then she was determined to make sure that her and Lady Violet had their rematch one day, and I just smiled and said, hey, only time will tell. Yep, I'd like to see that rematch myself. Yep, I'm gonna go chill out. It was quite the exhausting adventure, but it was well worthwhile to say the least. Then we finally reached Esteban. We took these rare gems to the teller, and her price astounded all of us. I'm talking about Mega Bank.